Jeez, you want me to run through all this shit just to meet the guy from Kvatch? What are we talking about? Dude. Fucking, do you think Joffrey doesn't know what happened to Kvatch? Do you think he doesn't know? He's like, yeah, you need to get aid from other places. It's not looking too good in Bruma, right? Things might get ugly in Bruma here pretty fast, and we gotta protect Martin. Can you go everywhere? You want me to go to Kvatch? Yeah, can you go there? Can you go to Kvatch and see if they got, like, extra guards or whatever the fuck? Meanwhile, Kvatch is under attack and is still apparently under attack. Why are there enemies right here now? When we had last left the hero of Kvatch, well, after much exploring around Cyrodiil and doing a whole bunch of side quests and clearing out dungeons and closing Oblivion gates, they had finally returned back to Cloud Ruler Temple, where they finally continued the main story quest, which right now, presently, well, not right now, but in the last time, it involved them going out and looking for some spies, agents of the Mythic Dawn, hoping to cause some sort of terrible event inside of Bruma and probably also plan an attack on Cloud Ruler Temple and Martin Septim, heir to Uriel Septim VII. Anyway, they found the spies and killed them. Now it was time to find a Daedric artifact for Martin Septim to use in order to suck up its power and destroy the artifact temporarily and open up a cool portal to paradise, probably to Mankar Cameron's paradise, in order to fight back against his horrible forces, the Mythic Dawn and all that. This is the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop. There we are. The fucking creamy man right there. Okay, let's head on out of here. And let's head on back to Cloud Ruler Temple, right? I've populated my list of books to go find, once again with another notebook page. And of course we have a few in our inventory already that we can check through. Hang on, let me check real quick. How many gates do we have closed? I'm at 58. Does that mean I missed one? Or are there 2 guaranteed ones? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. There's either one or I've got them all. God, could there really be one of these out there? Do I want to bother to close it? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Oh God, I don't think I do. All right, let's go back to Cloud Ruler Temple. You know what? I'm just going to say that there's 2 more that we have to close as part of the main quest. That's what that means. The Great Gate and Gate. That one. Okay, let's head on up here. Good. Look, we did it in the original. We cleared all of them in the original.
Something's come up. It can't wait. Please speak freely. The Mythic Dawn. What do we really know about them? How far into the Empire have they infiltrated? They could have sympathizers and spies. We're all on edge, and for good reason. But we can't give in to panic. Let's deal with this together, as the Blades always have. What concerns one of us concerns all of us. We are Blades, after all. Aye, comrade, we'd best stay sharp. Who knows what tomorrow brings? As for the present, we'd best get back to our duties. Farewell. Yes?
Okay. Martin, I've got a ring for you. Or can I talk to Boris as well about the offering or whatever? No, I cannot.
May Uriel's spirit guide us in these troubled times.
Okay. Oh there, Martin.
The next section of the Mysterium Xarxes is very difficult. I haven't deciphered the rest of the ritual yet. I hope you are making better progress.
Yeah, I've got a Daedric artifact right here for you.
I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me the artifact? Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years.
Okay, how about the Ring of Namira?
I'll sleep better once this keepsake of Namira is gone from my possession. A good choice for our purpose, though.
He'll sleep better. What else can I do to help?
You should talk to Joffrey. He needs your help. Trouble down in Bruma, I think.
Okay.
Farewell, my friend.
I've just received word from the Countess of Bruma that an Oblivion Gate has opened outside the city. It seems that the Mythic Dawn are putting their plan to attack Bruma into motion. Since you've dealt with these gates before, I'd like you to help the Countess's guard close this gate. Once they've seen how it's done, they should be able to handle any new gates on their own.
Great. Well, where is this gate?
Captain Burd is waiting for you outside the Bruma City Gate. He'll show you the Oblivion Gate, although I doubt it will be hard to find.
Okay.
You should rendezvous with Captain Burd immediately. The sooner that gate is closed, the better.
You know what? I was about to say it's shocking that they didn't send like a whole bunch of Blades operatives to go deal with the gate because it's such a immediate and imminent threat. But all things considered, that's probably for the best, given the fact that Martin Septim is here, right? It is probably, right, because then you could just as well say, like, oh, it's a distraction. They're drawing everyone away to get him less protected, just as his father was. Which, you know, they weren't really drawn away or whatever. It was just, you know, it was a cold-blooded killing.
Have you helped Captain Burd and his men close the Oblivion Gate yet?
No, I just got out here, Joffrey. Damn, dude. Chill. Okay. Let's head on over here. Ooh, it's a good time to go looking for an Oblivion Gate, because it's a very blue time of evening. There we are. We'll head out here. So yeah, we are going to end up getting 60, because I believe this will count, and the Great Gate will count. Okay. Over this direction. Oh, look, it's already popped up on my radar. Oh, and there it is. View distance is hit just right. Hello there, Captain Burd.
Thanks for coming. Since we had the hero of Kvatch available, I didn't think it made sense to try this on our own the first time. We're ready when you are. Just say the word and we'll follow you into that hell-spawned gate.
Let's go. Hold on, I'm not ready yet. Hold on. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right. Give me a minute to talk to the men. Everyone's a bit jumpy right now.
I'm surprised there's that many here. All things considered, after what we did in the last video where we blew them all the fuck up.
All right, boys, listen up. We've got to close that gate over there. Nobody likes the idea of going into that thing, but it's our job, and we're going to do it. If we don't, Bruma ends up a smoking pile of rubble, like what happened at Kvatch. And that's not going to happen here. Not while I'm captain of the guard. Boor, Soren, you're with me. The rest of you stay outside and kill anything that comes out of that gate. Let's show these bastards how we do things in Bruma.
Damn right.
Yeah!
Dude, I like Captain Burd. I like him. He's one of the good ones.
I've got that one.
Alright.
Yeah!
Let's see here.
Yeah!
I guess we will help them, like, legitimately. Oh, I need to re-equip my Ring of Khajiit. Damn, they're going in already. Oh shit, a Goatee Gordon is coming out too. Did they just come back out as well?
This ends here. That the best you can do? You're pathetic.
There we are. Captain Burd! Shit, they've gone in. Okay, let me equip my ring. I don't think Captain Burd can die here, but I'm pretty sure literally everyone else can, but you know what? That's fine. I thought that they would have all been dead anyhow.
This is no place I ever wanted to find myself. I don't see how we can... No, we can do this. We have to do this. We have no choice. Glad you're here. We wouldn't have a chance otherwise. What's our next move?
Follow me, wait here. Yeah, follow me.
We'll follow your lead.
Okay. Sure. Let me get Empower on mine too. That way I can juice him up and heal him. I'll replace my AoE since we're definitely not going to need that here.
The captain's in charge. I'll follow his orders.
Okay.
The captain's in charge. I'll follow his orders.
What's the plan, sir?
As it turns out, I'm in charge. The captain is not in charge because he says that I am in charge.
We'll
follow
follow
me.
your lead.
He looks so much like William Riker. He looks so much like Will Riker right now. Like, it's unreal, which is really saying something as well, considering the fact that there's another actor of TNG fame
So far,
here
so good.
in this game.
So far,
Okay.
so good.
Good. And this time we will actually just take them all out, I think. Good.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Okay. Now, is this a different type of Oblivion gate, or is this one that we're very familiar with? I think it's one that we're very familiar with. No? Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, yeah. Okay. We need to go around here. No, maybe this is new. Look out. Beautiful. Okay. Anything here? Nah. Sure. Blasting these dry guys.
Here comes another one.
Here comes another one. I forgot about that line. Here comes another one.
Get this over with.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Alright, I cast faster with my torch out. Alright, follow me. Let's head on out. Over this way. Up and to the left.
I've got that one. Look out.
Yeah! You'll never take me down. Yeah!
I'm just warming up, you
I
pathetic
fought
worm.
mud crabs more fearsome than you.
This ends here.
Ooh, give him my sneak up. Yeah, that's true. Oh, shit, we lost a guy. Man down. Okay. Well,
I've
what
got
can you
that
do?
one.
Show me
They
what
all
you've
are...
got.
They're so
This
far, it's
ends
just been
here.
dry guys and
I'll
one
send
titty
your
spider.
bloody soul straight to Sovngarde.
Okay. I believe last time I did this, years ago, I had them all wait, which obviously is the safest course of action, but, no, we don't need to worry about that now. Right? I'm experienced with how it goes if you save them and keep them all alive. Look, if they die, they die. So be it.
Ha! Stay sharp. Ha ha!
Okay. Shit. Captain Burd, where's your ally at? That's the creamy man. Captain Burd, where's the other dude at? Oh shit, he's back here. He's gonna get his shit shoved in. Oh, he's still alive somehow. Okay. I think the big thing that's gonna be killing them are reflect damage effects on some of these dudes.
Take that.
Because they're going to be hurting themselves in a major way. Okay. Aegis Candlelight. Oh, sorry, Creamy Man. Okay, nothing good there. Let's continue over here. Here comes another one.
Do your
Oh,
worst.
shit! Oh, no, he's alive. He just got hit with paralysis. Okay. I was like, damn, he can actually die here? Okay, lovely.
Look out!
Oh shit. Oh god, I buffed up the Valkanaz.
You'll never take
Oh
me
fuck.
down.
Okay.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm! Show me what you've got. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Not the best you can do. Not the best you can do.
That the best you can do?
Whew. That was dangerous.
I've got that one.
Are there any others out here? Ooh, a font of Magicka.
I've got that one. Not the best you can
This too hard. Will you fall
Let's get
down
this
and
over
bleed
with.
to death?
Okay, let's head on into the tower. Good, good, good. And then...
do your worst. Stay sharp.
I think there's a good chance that Captain Bird's shit is just going to get blown up too. Right? Like by the end of this, he might be naked. As we had seen with some other vital NPCs and stuff. Here, while they're dealing with that. Oh, whoops. Gave you a buff.
That the best you can do? Let's get this over.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
May as well heal up the Creamy Man. Right, why not? Okay. They don't need to know that I'm accidentally misfiring some of these buffs. They don't need to know that. None of them are... Well, Captain Bird used a little bit of magic. Maybe he does... Maybe he would know. He doesn't need to know, though. Okay. Up and over here. You're still with me? Lovely. Got a goatee Gordon here.
I fought much more fearsome than you.
Oh, I've been buffing up the Gordon.
Pathetic worm.
Here, I'm just gonna swap these around. Put that on one. And then put the Empower on two. That way I can't mess them up. Or I'm going to think it was it's the other way around and I'm gonna keep messing them up. I'm going to accidentally kill Burd or somebody. Oh shit, is one of them already dead?
Straight to Sovngarde.
Did one of them die just right here? To the goatee Gordon?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Feed me the Lord. King and Falcon.
Stay sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. I think one of them already died.
Why won't you die?
There's a dry guy around
Here
here.
comes another one.
Here comes another one. Oh, fuck, I'm about to fucking die, bro. Whew. Okay. That was very close. Ooh, that little spike trap could have actually killed me. Oh, look, it doesn't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Nothing in there.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, here he is. is. Dead as hell. And look, a lot of his stuff is busted too. Sure, pants and gloves and all that. Okay. Over and around this way. Let's get you buffed up, Burd. Careful, watch out for that trap. Good man. Okay. Travel on up here. Get some speed going. Keeping an eye out for any books. But I don't know how rare are books inside of the, like, Punished. I feel like they're exceptionally rare. I don't know what random loot they appear in, but
Here comes another
it's nothing that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
The Atronac.
You're pathetic.
Lovely. Corridors of Dark Salvation. Okay. Let's see, up here to the left.
Here comes another one.
More loot, but nothing really worthwhile. Let's get Captain Burd buffed. Does he have anything to say?
What's the plan, sir?
Follow me.
Lead on. I hope we're almost there.
Okay. There we go.
Stay sharp.
Good. Okay. Keep Burd buffed up. We'll head on back out. I think our next door is into where we need to be.
Stay sharp.
I guess I don't need to worry too much about hitting Burd now, because he won't die. Oh, Sigil Keeper. Yeah, Sigil Key. I think that's new. Yeah, is that unique to the Bruma Gate? That you need a key to get up here? Burd and I have reached the Sigil Stone Chamber. Now to close the gate. Oh gosh.
Here comes another one.
Here comes another one. Get powered up, Burd.
Here comes another one.
Where are they coming in from? Okay, we'll go for the titty spider. Oh, that was a summon one.
My trophies, nothing.
Do your worst.
Back, nothing.
What was that? It's like crouching down. Or its foot fell into the little crack. Now, whenever they get locked and aggroed onto me, and as long as I've got the chameleon stuff rolling, they don't know what to do. They just they just stop dead in their tracks. They never think to like, oh, maybe I should go after one of the other targets here. They're stuck in their ways, too damn stubborn. Oh god! The fucking reflect effect. Oh, it didn't take hold until the very last shock. Well, maybe the debuffs did. Maybe the debuffs did. Fair enough. Okay. Here, I'm also going to command the Creamy Man to do battle with us. Why not, right? There we go. Perfect.
I've got that one.
Lovely. Weak potion of healing. Okay. Let's check this for loot. Lovely. Look at the fucking creamy man and his fists of fury.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
God, he may actually be more valuable in combat than Burd if he can successfully disarm the Dremora. Right? If he can do that, holy shit, he's cooking then. Oh fuck, I'm falling through this. Where is Burd even at? Dude, the creamy man's doing all the damn work. Look at him go. He's slugging it out. Look, yeah, he's disarmed. He threw his fucking hammer over there. Will the creamy man ever decide to pick it back up? I don't know that he will. Look at him go. He's punching its ass big time. He's just doing non-stop power attacks.
This is the part where you fall
And he's keeping his torch out. That way he does
today.
faster animations. You know what I'm saying? He's learned well. Look at this. On this day, the creamy man will slay a Daedra. Oh shit. Uh-oh. His power is worn off? Look, he's pacing ferociously. Oh no. I think it's just his pathing. He doesn't know what the fuck to do. Okay. He's locked in. He's so locked in, dude. He just doesn't want to cross over the threshold. And the same goes for the Dremora. Meanwhile, where is Captain Burd even at? Hang on, let's go look around here for Captain Burd while they're like fucking prowling around. They're like fucking cougars and shit. They're like, you know, they're prowling around circling each other. Yeah, Captain Burd is up here. Okay, get him, Captain Burd, get him. Look, I'm gonna help you down there. You think he'll also just keep circling around like a predator animal? Dude, Captain Burd. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no, he's stuck again. The fucking pathing. Okay. Shit. It's like impossible to get him off down there. The creamy man ain't doing too hot. Get him, creamy man, get him. Hang on, we gotta give him some command. Oh shit! Oh, I walked into the super laser! I walked into the super laser. Oh fuck, I was keeping my eyes on the creamy man. I didn't pay attention that I was apparently so dangerously close to the super laser. Holy shit, okay. Let's try that again. There we go.
Stay sharp. I've got that one.
Great. Let's keep heading on up here. I'll take out the titty spider, even though it's a conjuration.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking creamy man go.
I'm
Okay.
just warming up, you pathetic
He
worm.
like is always power attacking. I think he issues forth like more power attacks than standard punches. Oh shit, Burd is hit with the paralysis attack. I kind of really want them to do it. Look, they got one. They got one of them.
I give up.
Oh shit, hang on. We gotta give him some courage again.
Just warming up, you pathetic worm.
There you go. Get back in the fight. He's ready. Ha ha! Going after the fucking Valkanaz.
I'm just warming up, you
Captain Burd like tanking a million fucking Dremora arrows right in his bazone.
Let's get this over with.
Yes! Yes! Destroy them! He's on a fucking rampage, dude! Yeah, he ain't gonna feed you, he's about to eat. Creamy Man is about to feast. Oh shit! They knocked him down. Oh, they killed him with a fall damage! Yo, okay. Fucking A. What a way to do it. Alright, hey Burd.
What's the plan, sir?
I'm gonna grab that big doohickey up there.
Lead on. I hope we're almost there.
Yeah, we're pretty much there, unless I fall over dead to the super laser again. Okay. Where'd their bodies go? Oh shit, I don't even know. Okay. Let's skedaddle around these parts. Anything good in here? Okay. The Punished. Ring of Detect Life. I'll take it. Alright, Captain Burd. Creamy Man. Let's all cross our fingers. Gordon as well. Cross your claws, Gordon. Let's see if we get another lucky one. Probably not, but wouldn't it be dope? Look, Captain Burd, maybe you can have this one if you want it. Enchant your gear. Assuming it still works. Do you think this part hurts when it gets really bright? like an atomic bomb going off? Do you think that hurts? I feel like it would get pretty hot. I closed the gate with Captain Burd. I should ask him if he needs any more help from me. Unfortunately, we got the rest of his guard murdered. Yeah, here's their, like, a bunch of their mangled
Captain.
bodies.
You closed the Oblivion Gate. We didn't think we'd ever see you alive again.
And Captain
Believe
Burd,
me, it was no
all of his
picnic,
armor is
but
unequipped.
thanks to our friend here, I now know we can close these hell gates. We can defend Bruma.
Hey, Captain
It was
Burd.
an honor to serve with you, sir. Now that I've seen how it's done, I think my guardsmen and I can handle any new gates that open near Bruma.
Are you sure about that? Okay. Sure, how about you? Yeah, you're the one with all the busted gear. Yeah, it's not until they zone out of that interior that their armor explodes off of their body. Can I talk to the rest of them?
We really taught those bastards a lesson, didn't we, sir?
Yeah, we did. Y'all didn't go in, though. We lost 2 people. 2 people died. Okay, look at this guy, man. Look at him playing catch-up.
We really taught those bastards a lesson, didn't we, sir?
Yeah, damn those demons.
This is a grand day. Greetings.
Greetings to you, Captain Burd.
We really taught those bastards a lesson, didn't we, sir?
Anything else, Captain Burd?
Thanks for your help closing that gate. Don't worry. We can handle anything else they throw at us.
Okay, sure. Look at
Take
Burd in
care.
his green tunic. Well, I guess it's not really a tunic, is it? Okay. Let's head out over here. Back up to Cloud Ruler Temple. That ridiculously absurd eagle flying by. Or hawk, or whatever it would be. Oh, who's this? Oh my god, his body is still out here? Tyrellius Legellis? Yeah, this is the backstabber dude, right? The double-crosser, the two-faced duplicitous asshole. How's his body still out here? Hang on. Can I get him to come with? Can I hit him with the Staff of Worms? Oh. Why has he got a sexy pose? Oh. Shake it, baby. Shake it. Yeah, shake it for the creamy man. Shake it for the creamy man. He's got some cream. Shake it, Tyrellius. Shake it. Welcome to hell, asshole. So to quote the great fucking oh my god, what's his name? Fucking I can think of a million roles he's in, but what's his actual name? You know what I'm talking about? Fucking welcome to hell, asshole. You're in hell, asshole. What does he say? God, what is his fucking name? Oh my god, I literally love the dude, right? He's in so much shit. I've literally like clocked him before in Fallout 1 because he is in Fallout 1 as well. Fucking A, what is his name? What is his name? Oh my god. What is his name? He's a legendary actor. He is a legendary actor. He has so many roles. Oh my god. What is his name? Both like in games, in animation, in television, in film. He's in everything. He fucking rocks. I would be fucking heartbroken if I ever found out that he wasn't like a dope dude. Right? God, what is his name? Damon? No, it's not. God, what is his name? Oh my god. Should I just start naming off some of his roles? He's well, he's like Satan. He's Satan. He is Spawn, right? He's Spawn too, isn't he? Isn't he Spawn in the original like movies back in the day? He's what's his name? Captain Anderson in Mass Effect 1 through 3.
Yes.
He's what's the character's name in Fallout 1? He's that guy. He's that guy in Fallout 1. Oh, jeez.
Honor the memory of Uriel's septum.
The Emperor's death was a harsh lesson to learn. We can never be too vigilant. But now is the time for action, not talk. There is work to be done.
May Uriel's spirit guide us in these troubled times.
He's what's his name? The previous boss of the Saints in the Saints Row games, right? God, what is his name? What's his real name? What is his real name? Isn't he also in like a few episodes of Arrested Development as well? I think. Like I said, he's fucking in everything, right? He must be like a joy to work with too, because everybody, right? He must be both affordable and very enjoyable to work with, because he gets a lot of fucking roles. And I don't know, I like him. I fucking like him. He seems cool. All right, Joffrey, hello.
Good work. Captain Burd and his guardsmen should be able to handle any additional gates, at least for now. But the Bruma Guard cannot defend the city indefinitely. The Daedra of Oblivion are innumerable. The guardsmen of Bruma are not. We need to gather what allies we can before Bruma is hopelessly besieged. If the Mythic Dawn manages to open a great gate here, the city will need a stronger garrison for there to be any hope of defending it. You should speak to the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil, as well as the Elder Council. Ask them to send aid to Bruma before it is too late.
What else can I do to help?
Martin made some progress on the Mysterium Xarxes while you were gone. You should speak to him about it.
Okay, great. More about aid for Bruma?
Bruma cannot hold off the hordes of Oblivion alone. You should ask the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil to send help.
Right, okay.
You should speak to the rulers of Cyrodiil as soon as possible. The danger to Bruma is growing by the day.
Right. Yeah, so we've got 2 of these. And I want to say that all the cities will help you if you succeed in wiping out their own gate, which means Cheydinhal may not help out. Because lest we forget, although we closed the gate that opened in front of Cheydinhal, we did personally murder that man's son. I did personally kill that guy's son. It was an accident, but I did kill him. It was me, in fact, me who landed the killing blow. Somehow, through, from beyond the realm of Mundus and into the gates of Oblivion, into the fiery hells of the Deadlands, somehow he knew. Some fucking how he knew. All right, yeah, Joffrey is worried that the Bruma Guard will not be able to defend Bruma from a full-scale attack by the Mythic Dawn and their Daedric allies. He suggested that I try to obtain support from the other cities of Cyrodiil. Perhaps I can persuade the Elder Council in the Imperial City to help as well. Okay. Very well. However, I think maybe we should hold off on that for now and go seek out some more books, right? As we sort of space out these final quests that we've got. That way we can accumulate as many of these books as we humanly can, because there are a lot of them that we still need to get, right? Unfortunately, there are a lot, and it's to the point, like we've said, we simply may not get some of these for our collection. We may not be able to read some of these anthologies, right? It just may not happen because some of the books are tied to RNG. It's randomly spawned loot. And maybe we've seen it before, but it just never occurred to me. Maybe we have seen these specific rare books before. I just didn't register it, you know? Anyway, let's head over to... This says the Bruma Mages Guild is one of the ones that I've denoted here. So let's travel over this way. Bruma Mages Guild. Which this is the one that... Oh shit, this is Hanman's house. Okay. But it is the one that got blown apart by Mannimarco, unfortunately. However, I think there's another one. There's like 2 rare books in there. Or maybe this is the one that I did pick up. That's telling me to go get my little handy dandy list. Let's see here. There's the Mages Guild. Okay. Good. So we need to go, let's see, into the basement. Great. We maybe already got this book. Maybe I deposited it back in one of the places already. In this desk? Huh. Yeah, I think I must have already gotten it. Okay. Because it should be this one, the southeast corner room. Maybe I've already gotten it. Yeah, volume 3. I'm looking for the Wolf Queen. I don't have it on me. Okay. Maybe we should go check at, what do you call it? At, what's it called? At our spire. And see if I stash it away there. No? Oh yeah, look, we're wrong way around. Can I jump up here? I don't think so. Oh wow, I actually can. You take a little fire damage, but it's fine. No problem for me. Okay. I'm so surprised that they never had like a wrap up for the Bruma Mages Guild and it's just eternally always on fire. That's so fucking wild. It's so wild that there's never any like proper closure for the Mages Guild. I think maybe that's just yet another little facet of the Mages Guild quest arc that makes it feel a little bit dissatisfying, you know? Makes it feel a little uncool compared to some of the other guild arcs. Like, it's very cool the fact going out and around, you know, we've talked about this before, it's very cool going out and around to every city and doing their little specific quest. But what isn't cool is the Bruma Mages Guild because it's on fire all the time now. It's very hot there, actually. Okay. Yeah, maybe I mistakenly stashed it here. The Wolf Queen Volume 3? And I just forgot about it. Because I definitely picked that book up, did I not? I definitely did, no? I'm so worried that the Creamy Man is going to disturb my pile of butts. Let's see. I think this is, yeah, this is where I keep most of the books. The Wolf Queen, only volume 8 is what I have. Did I put in a different book to save for a reading later? Let's see. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. That's all of our stones. Yeah, I don't know where I put it. I'm pretty sure I remember going back to get it. Let's see, what did I get? Feather and Burden on strike. Meh. Stashing it. Maybe I put it upstairs? I guess that's possible. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Did I not actually go back for it? Am I tripping? I never actually went back for that book. I could have sworn I did. Maybe I went back for a different one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, well, what can you do? I don't think I fucking have it. Well, shit. All right. Well, let's head on out of here. Where could I have put Volume 3 of the Wolf Queen? Did we have another house? I don't think I had another house or place where I stored stuff. I think we very immediately claimed this, the spire. Where could it be, though? The Wolf Queen Volume 3. What the fuck? Okay. I'm almost certain I remember going back for it. Right? Going back and getting it. Because it was one of the ones that you can miss. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I fucked it up. Maybe I didn't get it. That's entirely possible. Okay. Well, let's head over here. Let's see. We'll skip all the Wolf Queen ones just in case I can't ever find them. Right? Just in the event that I can't find them at all. So instead, we'll go after this here at Skingrad. Yeah. There we are. Castle Skingrad. You know what? Maybe while we're out here, we should ask. Yeah, let's go talk to all of them. Right, while we're going to some of these locations. Yeah, this is a good 2 birds, 1 stone. Head over here. We'll talk to folks at Skingrad and see if we can get their help. Okay. Great, and then we can also steal a book. We need to get this one, the Red Kitchen Reader. Okay, in the private quarters. And who am I talking to? Am I talking to Hasseldor? Or am I talking to other guard captains? I think I'm talking to other guard captains here. Well, maybe not. Maybe I am talking to Hasseldor. Silver Key. Okay. Let me check my list here. Oh no, I'm thinking of Castle Anvil. Okay. Here at Skingrad, yeah, we need Daughter of the Nibbin, and that's at the Mages Guild. Still, we can track down Hasseldor, I think. Look at him sleeping like a fucking vampire. You got anything good in here? The Old Ways. We've read that though, but I'll take it. Wolf Queen Volume 8. Everybody's got a fucking Volume 8. Here's Volume 2. Yeah, this is one of the places that we would have to have come. I guess I'll check it off. Okay. I'm so unsure of where I put that, that 3rd volume book. Did I never go back for it? I can't believe that. This whole time I thought that I had gotten it. What a world. Mana Marco has the last laugh, truly. Okay. Oh there, Hasseldor. Good morning.
I understand you're looking for a cure for vampirism.
No, I'm not.
This is fortunate, as I also seek the cure.
That's cool, but I don't want that. I do. Hasseldor, I don't want that. You're assuming too much here. I'm not. I don't want to get cured. Now I know how Aelia or whatever her name felt in the Companions quest arc in Skyrim, right? Where she was like, "Ooh, yeah, actually, I kind of don't want to stop being a werewolf." Everybody, why would you want the cure?
I wish to tell you a story so that you might understand why I would trust you with my secrets. Would you hear it?
Okay, I'll hear it.
More than 50 years ago, My wife, Rona, and I were both turned into vampires. While I came to embrace the changes in myself, she did not. She hated what she had become and refused to feed to keep herself healthy. She eventually slipped into a coma from which she is not awoken. My trusted servants have cared for her all this time, but I wish for her to at last find peace. The cure is for her. I have researched what I can, but acquiring the cure is beyond my grasp. I cannot risk drawing too much attention to myself. So I would ask that you take up the search on my behalf. If you are successful, I will reward you in whatever small way I can. Will you aid me?
Yeah, I'll help. What do I need to do?
What little I have discovered points to the witches of Glenmoral. In the past, they have been capable of creating a cure. I have searched for these witches throughout Cyrodiil, but no coven still exists within its borders.
Speaking of lycanthropy in Skyrim,
left. I have unconfirmed reports of a woman seen near the Corbolo River who fits the description of these witches.
What the hell is the Corbolo River?
And learn whether she can help. She lives somewhere along the river, east of the Imperial City and south of Cheydinhall.
That's called the Corbolo River?
Finding a cure, report to my steward. You have my thanks.
Okay, great. By the way, this is actually the real reason I'm here. I was looking to get aid for Bruma because of, the Daedric invasion, the gates to Oblivion opening everywhere. I know there haven't been many gates opening again because, kind of solved that for the most part, but it is still a threat, especially for Bruma. Can you send aid?
Mehrunes Dagon has no more love for my kind than for my mortal subjects. Less, perhaps, as we make poor slaves. You have helped me by closing the Oblivion Gate near Skingrad. I will likewise help you by sending aid to Bruma.
Okay. How about a rumor?
The Blackwood Company were taking bad hist from a sick tree. No wonder they fought blood-mad and fearless.
Anything else about the cure for vampirism?
I have told you what I require from you. There is no more to say now. Speak with Howlers when you have found this woman. Excuse me.
Okay. Oh, goodbye. Good night. Or good morning. Okay, let's head on out of here. And then I guess we can go to Castle Anvil. Let's see. This way. You know what? We did get the Skingrad house for a bit. Didn't I? Right? Wasn't the Skingrad house the first one that I had gotten in the playthrough? Did I maybe stash the book there? I don't think I did. Maybe, though. Should I check my Skingrad house? We may as well while we're here. Why not? God, I don't know where I would have stashed it at. Hopefully in a chest by the bedroom. If I did stash it, that's where it would be.
Anytime now.
A chest or container by the bedroom. Let's see, over here. No. Let's see. It's possible I took it to Wayne and Priory, because is there a safe chest at Wayne and Priory? Maybe I stashed it there? My house. Yeah, maybe it's still at Wayne and Priory if I got it very early on, which I would have done. If I did do such a thing. Because they were like the first guild we actually did. Okay. Fingers crossed here. Maybe in this desk. Guide to Choral Varieties of Daedra. Argonian Account Book 2. Cloth chest. Those are house upgrades. It's not looking good. Yeah, nothing. Okay, we can go check out Wayne and Priory, because, yeah, I think maybe we used the reward chest there. No? But that was exceptionally early on. Okay. It's possible. We'll take a peek. Okay. But before that, while we're out this way, let's go to Castle Anvil, and we'll get this other book in the private quarters. Because I already accidentally checked it off. Okay. Great. Head over here. And I'm pretty sure we don't actually talk to the Count, but the Countess.
Let's hear it.
Because there's no accounting for the Count being around. I don't think they acknowledge your progress in the Thieves Guild here. Okay. Great. And this is in the royal quarters here, but let's go for the book first, which is private quarters in Baerlorn's room. Wooden door. Am I in the private quarters right now? Oh, well, this is the place. Oh, there it is. Red kitchen reader. Thank you. Okay. Lovely. Now let's head over to the royal quarters. There we are. Do a little trespassing.
No wonder Marina Pavane is so
Oh,
cranky.
chatting.
If you had to live year-round in a cold, drafty, soot-stained castle like Bruma, you'd be cranky too.
So I've heard.
I can't believe it. The Grey Prince has been beaten. There's a new arena grand champion now, someone called the Spellslinger.
Are you sure?
Without question.
Farewell.
Hello?
Hello there. They say that Kinnereth granted...
A pleasure
Okay.
to speak with you.
Hello. I'm looking for aid for Bruma.
I've heard that you've closed the Oblivion Gate outside Anvil. I honor you for your bravery and service to my city. With Anvil safe for the moment, I will send some of my best soldiers to bolster the Bruma garrison.
Okay. Also your husband. That was me too. Oh no. Okay, yeah. How about more about that aid?
Don't worry. Anvil soldiers are worth 2 from anywhere else. Bruma will not fall.
Everybody's always
Good day.
talking up their own fucking, like, guards. Nobody's like, well, they're not great. Or they'll be there. or even more so, they pump up their own guards at the expense of other people, at the expense of other folks, right? They're always like, oh yeah, the ones here in Anvil, they're worth 2 of a guard everywhere else, right? Oh yeah, nobody doesn't like the guards of Bruma. We'll show them how it's done. Good God. It's like people from Texas. People in Texas always say shit like this, like, well, in Texas, people don't ever do anything like that. But fucking, it's always fucking Texas that has this, like, it's American exceptionalism dialed up to fucking 11, where it's like, yeah, well, we'll show them in Texas we don't run from a fight. Well, in Texas they do things a little bit differently. We'll show them how you cook a steak like you do in Texas. People here in Texas aren't afraid of anything like the rest of the country. Shit like that. It's always some, like, fucking underhanded way of hyping up your own fucking folks at the expense of everybody else, right? Like, are you saying, what the fuck? Like, yeah, everybody else fucking dog shit. Fucking everybody else, a bunch of cowards, fucking can't do anything. Just worthless. Can't cook. Can't make a fucking chair. Can't do everything. Is so small. fucking annoying. Honestly, fucking annoying. The fucking Texas exceptionalism. What the fuck? Oh, It's how other people in other countries feel when Americans just do it in general, I'm sure. Right? I remember talking about this like years ago, and occasionally I still get comments from people who are like, yeah, you're absolutely right. how it's like in fucking American news broadcasts and shit like that, whenever something bad happens to like an American who is abroad or whatever, or even like an expat or whatever, they're like, yes, and on the train that had suddenly derailed, on board were 3 Americans and 72 other passengers. as if their lives are worth more, right? As if it's not all just human life, the preciousness of human life at every turn. It always fucking gets me how it's always fucking delivered that way. Good lord. Let's see, anything here? Continue your penance. This way, I'm not getting penance for fucking anything. Alright. Should we hit up Kvatch? We're right here. Look, Kvatch is so damn close to Anvil. There we go. Let's head on up this way. Good.
Show me what you've got.
Oh dear. Hang on, let me change around my magic for a second. Get back to how it used to be. Good.
Oh.
Okay. God. I think that's the way to fucking do it. Is like... yeah, that's the way... Fucking... yeah. Look, if I lived in Texas, you know what? I think in response to finding it so annoying, I think I would still on a human level find the like braggadocious nature like kind of annoying, this like showmanship kind of annoying. But I think like the ideal way to handle it is like if I were someone who is in Texas but I lived in like one of the major cities, right? If I were just like a huge city slicker or whatever the fuck, I would just be like, I would do stolen valor. I would do Texas stolen valor. I would just be like talking it up as if I'm some like fucking rootin' tootin' fucking Teddy Roosevelt ass motherfucker from the Wild West or some shit. just like being like, yeah, that's me, I'm from Texas. As I sip my pumpkin spice latte and stroke the head of my labubu. Oh, what the fuck? Good lord. God, the fucking dude in Kvatch, you gotta be shitting me. There ain't even a fast travel over there. Right? Jeez, you want me to run through all this shit just to meet the guy from Kvatch? What are we talking about? Dude. Fucking, do you think Joffrey doesn't know what happened to Kvatch? Do you think he doesn't know? He's like, yeah, you need to get aid from other places. It's not looking too good in Bruma, right? Things might get ugly in Bruma here pretty fast, and we gotta protect Martin. Can you go everywhere? You want me to go to Kvatch? Yeah, can you go there? Can you go to Kvatch and see if they got like extra guards or whatever the fuck? Meanwhile, Kvatch is under attack and is still apparently under attack. Why are there enemies right here now? It's so bad. In Kvatch, it's still under attack. There's a dead naked man right here. Why is it still under siege? What the fuck? What's going on? Okay. There's apparently some people who are alive. I'm just gonna like stealth around. I don't want to use my AoE blast. Oh shit, I think they're dead now. Okay. I'm gonna use my AoE blast now then. Okay. Oh my gosh, he got back up. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Savli and Marius. Am I getting crime? Am I doing crime right now?
I hope I can help.
this guy just like fucking all of his guard are apparently dead. They got so brutalized and like ruthlessly slaughtered by Daedra, who are still here and have somehow like leveled up to max level Daedra. Somehow max level Daedra appeared in the courtyard. All of them are dead. His armor is so like annihilated and shit. He's like naked. He's just wearing his clothes. It's just like Captain Burd earlier. He gets up off of the ground. He was literally like being ripped apart by like Daedroths and dry guys and shit like that. I'm just like, hey, Savalian, remember me? Yeah, can you help us out in Bruma? Can you help us out in Bruma?
I have few enough men to spare, but you have more than earned our help. I will send what aid I can. Bruma must not share the fate of our city.
That's wild. That's wild. They don't make them anywhere in Cyrodiil like they do in Kvatch. Savalian Madius, he's gonna just walk out there himself. Who else is he gonna spare? He ain't got anybody else. It's just him. He's just gonna walk out there looking like fucking Link from Legend of Zelda in his little stupid tunic. He's just gonna walk out there himself to Bruma, and he's gonna be the damn guy.
Tell me more.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sure. Yeah, all of his people have been long since dead. I don't even know who else were. Yeah, it's just generic legionnaires, I guess. No? Did they return to life? Ilandvanius? What the fuck happened out here in Kvatch? How can this be? I'm saying what the hell happened in Kvatch, and amazingly, I'm not talking about, like, the destruction of the city. I'm talking about how is it that all these Daedra are here leveled up and seemingly these guardsmen lived only to die? Did I get a bounty for all that? Hell yeah, I did not. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Okay. Well, thank fuck for that. That was easy enough. Okay. Can I just jump over this? Back into the, now there's an invisible. Well, what can you do? Okay. Good, good, good. Hello. Tira.
It's my
Tyra.
pleasure. Please continue.
Anything? You have literally
For you?
nothing to say.
Of course.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Heading on out. Maybe he'll send her over, right? Maybe it's her. It's got to be one of the two of them. I don't even think he knows that she's still alive, though. He probably just assumes shit is so bad in Kvatch that she died, too. Okay. Good. Love that. Alrighty. Now, let's head over to... Oh, my God. Where did I need to go to? How about we go to Coral, right? I think I also have some shit to pick up in Coral now. Yeah. I got words in philosophy at our old friend Modranorian's house. Okay. See, another cool thing, if
Anytime now.
if Oblivion were like operating on another level, you would be able to enlist the help of various guilds you have either completed and completed their arc, or gotten to like a sufficiently high enough level or point in their story. You'd be able to get help from like the Mages Guild, which I think we will get help from Battle Mages at some point, I think. But we would also get like help from the Fighters Guild or from the Thieves Guild even. Okay, Modranorian. Where's your fun item at here? Is this it? Words and philosophy. Perfect. Oh, that's a long one. Okay. Let's sneak on out. I'll check this off my list. Good. Okay. Great. And then speed on along over here. And I suppose we'll chat with the Coral Nobility, the Count. Over here. We'll probably have to break and enter into the royal quarters, but that's fine. If anything, I should be doing this all while stealthed. Okay.
Hello, my lord.
Good. And while we're at Coral, we should check at Wayne and Priory, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should do that. Okay, which one of these routes should I take? West Tower? No, it's probably this other one then. Yeah, private quarters. Okay. And then... oh, Nerevar Moon and Star. Taking that. Which I don't think that's not on my list, but it should be. That's a rare one. Bed chambers. Fully legal to enter. Okay. Countess Ariana. Hello. Can you send aid to...
It is quite nice to see you again. I hope you are faring well.
I am faring well, but Bruma isn't. Tell me a rumor real quick,
The
though.
tombstones are a mystery. Are they traces of the mythic times? Or creations of ancient beast folk? Or lost races of mer or men?
Who knows? How about aid for
Your
Bruma, though?
reputation precedes you, Hera of Kvatch. You have done my city a great service by closing the Oblivion Gate. I will now gladly send soldiers to aid in the defense of Bruma. Consider it done.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Farewell.
Farewell. Okay, now let's get back out of here. Great Hall over here. Good. And then out this way. Good. And then let's track down. Where should we go after this? Now, we should definitely go to Wayne and Priory. Almost forgot. We'll go over to Wayne and Priory. We'll check that chest. Maybe I put the book in there. If not, I think we're totally fucked on the Wolf Queen. The books. Here. Because otherwise, I have no idea where I would have stashed it. Unless I just threw it into one of the random vault chests in the Spire. But that can't be, can it? Could it be? Okay, over here. And it was this chest, right? Yeah. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Where could I have put it then? Maybe I never got it. I could have sworn I remembered going back for it. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. All right, well, what can you do? Let's see, I'll put a marker by that. Alrighty, and then... let's see, we need to also go out to Goblin Jim's Cave to get another book, which should be right around here. Where is Goblin Jim's Cave? There it is. Yeah, Goblin Jim has Night Falls on Sentinel. A book which I remember picking up a fair amount in Skyrim land. Mind you. Uh-oh. Okay, we need to deal with these gobos before they cause any major problems for Prior Mabel. Oh, where are they going? Oh, they're going for the Creamy Man. Great. Nothing there. Where is Prior Mabel? Doing fine? Yeah. Let's head on in. Now here, I actually don't have any specifics on where the book would be in Goblin Jim's Cave. It's just in here somewhere. Okay. Let's see. At the very least, we'll maintain stealth. Sneaking around. Okay, well, these little cubby holes. We got our sneak up to, what, 90, was it? Nothing around here. There's White Skin City. Okay. Anything over here? No. Ooh, this looks promising. Hardlock chest. The little baby treasure chest. Ah, Nightfall's on Sentinel. Beautiful. Okay. I will check that off. Oop. There we go. Okay, now I've got one in Breville we can go get. Gotta rebuff my stealth. Lovely. We'll go check Breville. Actually have a few in Breville we could get. Let's deal with this gobbo. I need to... Yeah, I can't fast travel now. Shit. I mean, I could just run there. I could do that. Do I dare? No, okay, the gobbo followed me. Okay. It says enemies are nearby, but I'm not in combat with them, so maybe I can still fast travel. Hey, perfect. And while we're in Breville, we can ask the Count or Countess about helping us out.
You have the hand.
Okay, then we'll go over this direction. Castle Breville.
How can I help you?
Okay. You know what? We couldn't have worked this out in a better way. Having to go around for
Muscles on you.
asking for favors here. Let's see. While we're trying to get all these items. These books. Lord's Manor, North Wing. And the book should be in here. Father of the Nibbin. I don't think it's like a sort of a duology with Daughter of the Nibbin, which we had just picked up, right? Yeah, we had just picked up Daughter of the Nibbin. But maybe we should read them together anyway in case there's some kind of link. 5 Songs of King Wolfhearth. I think I've read that, but I'll take it.
Greetings.
Father of the Nibbin.
Did you hear that the Knights of the Nine are gathering? Holy
Farewell.
Okay. Nothing much else, it seems. Okay. Great. I'm going to quick save.
Regulus Terentius, Count Breville. I'm really rather busy, and I doubt that you have anything to say that I need to hear.
I've never spoken with this guy before, apparently. No, wait, I have. Okay, tell me a rumor.
Blackwood Company is gone. They were working high on hist sap. That's why there were so many terrible accidents.
Okay, how about aid for Bruma?
I would like to send help, but unfortunately my guard is short-handed with the death of Captain Laris. I need all my soldiers at home right now.
Oh, is that reactivity to the Dark Brotherhood? Is Captain Laris the one that we assassinated for the Dark Brotherhood? Oh, wow, there actually is some reactivity. Huh. How is it that the Dark Brotherhood gets such special treatment, huh? Okay. Very cool, though. All right, well, while we're in Breville, did I need anything else? Yeah. I need to go to Droshanji's house and pick up another book. Is there one in here? This looks like a type of cool book place. No? Okay. Well, let's skedaddle on out.
I used to think you were...
Maybe I can.
Please,
maybe I need to
go
persuade him some. I can't. Aid for
I would
Bruma.
like to send help, but unfortunately my guard is short-handed with the death of Captain Laris.
Okay, okay.
You too.
Yeah, was it Laris Draconis or whatever their surname was? Was that who I killed out here in Breville? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe we'll actually get some reactivity for the Thieves Guild too. Right? There ought to be some Hieronymus Lex shit, I feel. Probably won't be, but there should be. Okay, let's check the local map. Where does Droshanji live? Okay. There it is. I'm so surprised that there's never a formal quest to enter the local skooma den here in Breville, you know? Wild. Let's see, Droshanji. Now, where is your item at? Upstairs on a shelf. Very well. Well, we are upstairs. That is not a shelf, though. Huh, there it is, Volume 1. Wonderful. Okay. Let's get on out of here. And then, are there others I ought to get? There are some others I could get, though. But none in the little towns and cities, right? Maybe we'll call it here for now. Right? Maybe we'll call it here for now. And when next we return, we'll continue running around cities. We'll continue doing our book hunt. We are actually getting quite a few books, right? We've actually got quite a few. The list is more intimidating than it seems because on the list I also have annotated ones that are RNG only, which really fucking sucks, but what can you do about it, right? Like I said, fortunately, when it comes to these, like for instance, the Wolf Queen, even if we miss out on reading the Wolf Queen because we don't get Volume 3 because I missed it somehow, I'm pretty sure I got it. But even if that's the case, maybe I stashed it in the Bruma house? Maybe. But even if that's the case, we have read the Wolf Queen Volume 1 through 8 in other games, so I don't feel too bad about it. The ones I would feel bad about are ones that are unique to Oblivion that maybe don't appear in other games. Like, does Father and Daughter of the Niben appear in Skyrim? I don't know if it does. I don't know. Anyway,
sneaky-looking sword.
If you'll excuse me, I am going to take a quick break here. I need to use the restroom real quick, just like last time. And I'll also take a quick drink as well. And we'll be back to do some reading, right? Maybe we should read. Yeah, let's read. When I get back, let's read Father and Daughter of the Niben, because they seem so pertinent to Oblivion, right? They're relevant to the Niben. All right. See you after the cut. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let us begin by reading. Should we read first Daughter or Father of the Niben? I guess Daughter, because alphanumerically it will appear here first. I am wrong. I am wrong. Why does that appear there? Do I not have Daughter of the Niben? Or, oh, is it the Daughter of the Niben? And it's just Father of the Niben. Oh, did I actually pick it up? What? What? Did I not pick it up? Hold the fucking phone. Did I mismark this? Maybe I never got it. Did I not go to the Skingrad Mages Guild to go pick it up? Oh my god, maybe I didn't. Hang on, real quick, just like last time. a little bit of a quick addendum. Look, I'm just checking shit off.
Go ahead.
Shit off of this list. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. The note taking is it's a mess. It's a mess. No wonder I missed out on the Wolf Queen Volume 3 or whatever the fuck it was. I can't even keep track of what I'm getting right now. My God. Yeah, I didn't come here.
Welcome.
Okay. So we're looking for the living quarters, I believe.
How are you?
Usually upstairs. Yep. And it should be on a shelf up here. Very well. Ah. Ah, there it is. Daughter of the Nibbin. Great. Okay. Now, maybe we ought to read Daughter and Father of the Nibbin. Okay. And which one shows up? It will be Daughter of the Nibbin. Okay. Sure. Breville. Oh, I see. It's about Breville. And probably Leowyn, I guess. Anyway, Breville, Daughter of the Nibbin, by Sathir Longleat. Breville is one of the most charming towns in Cyrodiil, sparking in her simple beauty, illustrious by her past. Or sparkling in her simple beauty, illustrious by her past. No visit to the southern part of the Imperial Province is complete without a walk along Breville's exciting river port, a talk with her friendly native children, and, of course, in the tradition of the village, a whispered word to the famous statue of the lucky old lady. Many thousands of years before the arrival of the Atmorans, the native Ayleid people had long lived in the vicinity of modern-day Breville. The Nibbin then, as now, provided food and transportation, and the village was even more populous than it is today. We are not certain what they called their region. As insular as they were, the word they used would be translated to simply mean home. These savage Ayleids were so firmly entrenched that the Breville region was one of the very last areas to be liberated by the Elysian army in the 2nd century of the First Era. Though little remains of that era culturally or archaeologically, thank Mara, the tales of debauchery and depravity have entered into the realm of legends. How the Ayleids were able to survive such a long siege is debated by scholars to this day. All, however, grant the honor of the victory to one of the Empress Elysia's centurions, a man called Teo Brevilius Tassus, the man for whom the modern town is named. It was sad. It was said he invaded the village no less than 4 times after heavy resistance, but each time, upon the morning dawning, all his soldiery within would be dead, murdered. By the time more centuria had arrived, the fortified town was repopulated with Ayleids. After the second successful invasion, secret underground tunnels were found and filled in. But once again, come morning, the soldiers were again dead, and the citizens had returned. After the 3rd successful siege, legions were posted outside of the town, watching the roads and riverway for signs of attack. But no one came. The next morning, the bodies of the invading soldiers were thrown from the parapets of the town's walls. Teo Brevilius Tassus knew that the Ayleids must be hiding themselves somewhere in the town, waiting until nightfall, and then murdering the soldiers while they slept. The question was where. After the 4th invasion, he himself led the soldiers in a thorough inspection of every corner, every shadow. Just as they were ready to give up, the great centurion noticed 2 curious things. High in the sheer walls of the town, beyond anyone's ability to climb, there were indentations, narrow platforms. And by the river, just inside the town, he discovered a single footprint from someone clearly not wearing the Imperial boot. The aliens, it seemed, had taken two routes to hide themselves. Some had levitated up to the walls and hidden themselves high above, and others had slipped into the river, where they were able to breathe underwater. It was a relatively easy task once the strange elves' even stranger hiding holes had been discovered to rout them out and see to it that there were no more midnight assassinations of the Empress's troops. It may seem beyond belief that an entire community could be so skilled in these spells, hundreds and hundreds of years before the Mages Guild was formed to teach the ways of magicka to the common folk. There does, however, appear to be evidence that, just as the Psijics on the Isle of Artaeum developed mysticism long before there was a name for it, the even more obscure Ayleids of southern Cyrodiil had developed what was to be known as the School of Alteration. It is not, after all, much of a stretch when one considers that other Ayleids, at the time of Breville's conquering, and even later, were shapeshifters. The community of pre-Breville could not turn into beasts and monsters, but they could alter their bodies to hide themselves away. A related and useful skill, to be sure, but not so effective to save themselves in the end. Very little is left of the Ayleid presence in Breville of today. Though architectural marvels of other kinds are very evident. As beautiful and arresting as the benevolence of Mara Cathedral and the Lord's Palace are, no man-made structure in Breville is as famous as the statue called the Lucky Old Lady. Yeah, I love how much the author has dialed up saying murder here, all things considered, and the secret passages and stuff and all that. The tales about the lady and who she was are too numerous to list. It was said she was born the illegitimate daughter of a prostitute in Breville. Certainly an inauspicious beginning to a lucky life. She was teased by the other children who forever asked her who her father was. Every day, she would run back to her little shack in tears from their cruelty. One day, a priest of Stendarr came to Breville to do charitable work. He saw the weeping little girl, and when asked, she told him the cause of her misery. She didn't know who her father was. Which this still does play in, interestingly enough, into the Night Mother and Sithis sort of dichotomy. You know, this still kind of works. "You have kind eyes and a mouth that tells no lies," replied the priest after a moment, smiling. "You are clearly a child of Stendarr, the god of mercy, charity, and well-earned luck." The priest's thoughtful words changed the girl forever. Whenever she was asked who her father was, she would cheerfully reply, "I am a child of luck." She grew up to be a barmaid. It was said, kind and generous to her customers, frequently allowing them to pay when they were able to. On a particularly rainy night, she gave shelter to a young man dressed in rags, who not only had no money to pay, but was belligerent and rude to her as she fed him and gave him a room. The next morning, he left without so much as a thank you. Her friends and family admonished her, saying that she had to be careful. He might have even been dangerous. A week later, a royal carriage arrived in Breville with an imperial prince within. Though he was scarcely recognizable, it was the same young man the lady had helped. He apologized profusely for his appearance and behavior, explaining that he had been kidnapped and cursed by a band of witches, and it wasn't until later he had returned to his senses. The lady was showered with riches, which she, of course, generously shared with all the people of Breville, where she lived to a content old age. No one knows when the statue to her was erected, in the town square or who the artist was, but it has stood there for thousands of years, since the first era. To this day, visitors and Bravilians alike go to the lucky old lady to ask for her to bless them with luck in their travails. Just one more charming aspect of the charming and very lucky village of Bravil. Oh man, what a well-written book, right? Steeped in irony and satirization, juxtaposed against the state of Bravil being like one of the worst off cities in all of Cyrodiil, and being filled to the brim with murderous lunatics underneath, right? Very, very well done. I have to assume that this book was penned after the Dark Brotherhood quest arc, right? It was implemented after they decided to put in Bravil and put the lucky old lady statue there, and of course make that associated with the Night Mother. Huh. Yeah, I think a lot of this is just embellished just to hype up the Tamrielic Empire, right? It's like propaganda. But I do wonder, there are some parts that are, it's curious how, on a more meta-textual level, parts of it do adhere to what we have found to be the truth, that it's a statue of the Night Mother. Actually, do we know? Is the lady herself a statue of the Night Mother, or does it just so happen to be that the Night Mother is down there? No, it probably is. Yeah, it's meant to be the Night Mother herself. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, now let's read Father of the Niben. Oh, what is this? Okay, I was about to say the kerning and like all of this made me think that at first it was like a poem or something, but no. Father of the Niben. Translated and with commentary by Florin Jalil. Introduction. Writing the biography of anyone is a challenge. Usually the problem lies in assessing one's sources, comparing the prejudices of one chronicle versus another. Woken Jarth, I've been told, in writing his well-regarded series on the Wolf Queen of Solitude, used over 100 contemporary narratives. I cannot complain about my task having a similar issue. There is but one record of the man called Topol the Pilot, the earliest known Aldmer explorer of Tamriel. Only 4 short verse fragments of the epic Father of the Niben have survived to present day, but they offer an interesting, if controversial, look at the Middle Merethic era, when Topol the Pilot may have sailed the seas around Tamriel. Though Father of the Niben is the only written record of Topol the Pilot's voyages, it is not the only proof of his existence. Among the treasures of the Great Crystal Tower of Somerset Isle are his crude but fascinating maps, his legacy to all Tamriel. The translation of the Aldmeri Udhendra Nibenu, Father of the Niben, is my own, and I accept that other scholars may disagree with some of my choice of words. I cannot promise my translation lives up to the beauty of the original. I've only strived for simple coherence. Oh, this is like a poem. Fragment 1. Second ship. The Pasquiniel, manned by pilot. Ilio was to follow the southern pointing waystone, and the third, the Niben, manned. By pilot, Topol was to follow the northeast. Pointing waystone, the orders from the Crystal Tower. They were to sail forth for 80 moons, and then return to Tel. Only Niben returned to Firsthold, laden high with gold and spice and fur and strange creatures, dead and live. Though alas, old Elnofe Topol never found he. Told the tales of the lands he had visited to the wonderment of all. For 66 days and nights he sailed, over crashing waves of dire intent, past whirlpools through mist that burned like fire until he reached the mouth of a great bay and he landed on a sun-kissed meadow of gentle dells. As he and his men rested, there came a fearsome howl. Hideous orcs streamed forth from the murky glen, cannibal teeth clotted with gore. For centuries, strange crystalline balls were unearthed at the sites of ancient Aldmer shipwrecks and docks, peculiar artifacts of the Merithic and Dawn eras that puzzled archaeologists until it was demonstrated that each had a tendency to rotate on its axis in a specific direction. There were 3 varieties, one that pointed southward, one that pointed northeast, and one that pointed northwest. It is not understood how they work, but they seemed attuned to particular lines of power. These are the waystones of the fragment, which each of the pilots used to point their craft in the direction they were assigned to go. A ship with a name not mentioned in the fragment took his vessel northwest, towards Thras and Yokuda. Pasquiniel took the southern waystone and must have sailed down toward Piandonia. Topol and his northeast waystone found the mainland of Tamriel. It is clear from this fragment what the 3 ships were assigned to do: find a passage back to Old El Nofe, so that the Aldmer, now living in Somerset, could learn what became of their old homeland. As this book is intended to be a study of Topol the pilot, there is scarcely room to dedicate to different theories of Aldmeri exodus from Old El Nofe. If I were using this poem as my only source, I would have to agree with the scholars who believe in the tradition that several ships left Old El Nofe and were caught in a storm. Those who survived found their way to Somerset Isle, but without their waystones, they did not know what direction their homeland was. After all, what other explanation is there for 3 ships heading in 3 opposite directions to find a place? Naturally, only one of the ships returned, and we do not know if either or both of the other 2 found Old El Nofe, or perished at sea, or at the hands of the ancient Piandonians, Slode, or Yakutans. We must assume, unless we think the Aldmer particularly idiotic, that at least one of them must have been pointing in the right direction. It may well have even been Topol, and he simply did not go northeast far enough. So, Topol, setting sail from Firsthold, heads northeast, which coincidentally is the longest one can travel along the Abetian Sea without striking land of any kind. Had he traveled straight east, he would have struck the mainland, somewhere in what is now the Colovian west of Cyrodiil, in a few weeks. Had he traveled southeast, he might have reached the hump of Valenwood in a few days. But our pilot, judging by his own and our modern maps, sailed in a straight line, northeast, through the Abetian Sea, and into the Iliac Bay, before touching ground somewhere near present-day Anticlair in 2 months' time. The rolling, verdant hills of southern High Rock are unmistakable in this verse, recognizable to anyone who has been there. The question, of course, is what is to be made of the apparent reference to orcs occupying the region? Tradition has it that the orcs were not born until after the Aldmer had settled the mainland, that they sprung up as a distinct race following the famous battle between Trinamech and Boethia at the time of Risdane. It is possible that the tradition is wrong. Perhaps the orcs were an aboriginal tribe, predating the Aldmeri colonization. Perhaps these were accursed folk, Orsimer in the Aldmeri, the same word for orc of a different kind, whose name was to be given the orcs in a different era. It is regrettable that the fragment ends here, for more clues to the truth are undoubtedly lost. But what's missing between the first fragment and the second is appreciable. It must be more than 80 months that have passed, because Topol is on the opposite side of mainland Tamriel now, attempting to sail southwest to return to Firsthold after his failure at finding Old El Nofé. Fragment 2. No passage westward could be found in the steely cliffs that jutted up like Giant's Jaw, so the Niben sailed south. As it passed an sandy, forested island that promised sanctuary and peace, the crew cheered in joy. Then exultation turned to terror as a great shadow rose from the trees on leathered wings like an unfurling cape. The great bat lizard was large as the ship, but good pilot Topol merely raised his bow and struck it in its head. As it fell... Oh, his bow. Okay, I thought we were talking about like he was doing some wild shit with his ship, but actually his bow. As it fell, he asked his bosun, "Do you think it's dead?" And before it struck the white-bearded waves, he shot once more, its heart to be certain. And so for another 40 days and 6, the Niben sailed south. We can see that in addition to Topol's prowess as a navigator, cartographer, survivalist, and a raconteur, he is a master of archery. It may be poetic license, of course, but we do have archaeological proof that the Merithic Aldmer were sophisticated archers. Their bows of layers of wood and horn, drawn by silver silk thread, are beautiful and still, I have heard experts say, millennia later, very deadly. It is tempting to imagine it a dragon, but the creature that Topol faces at the beginning of this fragment sounds like an ancestor of the cliff racer of present-day Morrowind. The treacherous cliff coastline sounds like the region around Necrom, and the island of Gorn may be where the nest of the bat lizard is. No creatures like that exist in eastern Morrowind to my knowledge at the present day. Fragment 3. The fetid, evil swamplands and their human lizards retreated to the east, and Topol and his men's hearts were greatly gladdened by the sight of diamond blue, pure, sweet ocean. For 3 days they sailed in great cheer northwest, where Firsthold beckoned them, but hope died in horror, as land like a blocking shield rose before them. Topol the pilot was sore wroth, and consulted the maps he had faithfully drawn, to see whether best to go south, where the continent must end, or take the river that snaked through a passage north. "North!" he cried to his sad men. "North we go. Now, fear not, north!" Tracing Topol's movements, we see that he has skirted the edge of Morrowind and delved into southern Blackmarsh, seemingly determined to follow his waystone as best as he can. The swamp he is leaving is probably near present-day Gideon. Knowing what we now know about Topol's personality, we can understand his frustration in the bay between Blackmarsh and elsewhere. Here is a man who follows his orders explicitly and knows that he should have been going southeast through riverways to reach Firsthold. Looking at his maps, we can see that he attempted to find passages through, as he mapped out the inner sea of Morrowind, and several of the swampy tributaries of Blackmarsh, no doubt being turned away by the disease and fierce Argonian tribes that dissuaded many other explorers after him. With a modern map of Tamriel in hand, we can see that he makes the wrong choice in electing to go northeast instead of pushing southward. He could not have known, then, that what he perceived to be the endless mainland was only a jutting peninsula. He only knew that he had traveled too far southward already, and so he made a smart but incorrect decision to go up the river. It is ironic that this great miscalculation would today bear his mark of history. The bay he thought was an endless ocean is now known as Topol Bay, and the river that took him astray shares the name of his boat, the Niben River. Fragment 4. The cat demons of 4 legs and 2 ran the river's length. The cat demons, always keeping the boat in their green-eyed sight, hissing and spitting and roaring with rage. But the sailors never had to brave the shores, for fruit trees welcomed them, dropping their arms down to the river's edge as if to embrace the myrrh. The men took the fruit quickly before the cats could pounce. For 11 days, they traveled north until they came to a crystalline lake and 8 islands of surpassing beauty and peace. Brilliant, flightful creatures of glorious colors greeted them in Aldmeri language, making the Mer wonder until they understood they were only calling back the word they were speaking without understanding it. And then the sailors laughed. Topol the pilot was enchanted with the islands and the feathered men who lived there. There the Nibbins stayed for a moon, and the Burd men learned how to speak their own words. And with taloned feet to write, in joy for their knowledge, their new knowledge, they made Topol their lord, giving him their islands for the gift. Topol said he would return someday, but first he must find the passage east to Firsthold, so far away. This last fragment is bittersweet for a number of reasons. We know that this strange, friendly feathered people the pilot encounters will be lost. In fact, this poem is the only one where mention is made of the bird creatures of Cyrodiil. The literacy that Topol gives them is evidently not enough to save them from their eventual fate, likely at the hands of the cat demons, who we may assume are ancient Khajiit. That's ridiculous. The cat people killed the bird people? Okay. We know that Topol and his crew never find a route from the 8 islands, which are the modern-day Imperial City, through to the Iliac Bay. His maps tell the tale where this lost poem cannot. We see his hand as he traces his route up the Nibbin to Lake Rumer, and after attempting a few tributaries which do not lead him where he wants to go, we can imagine Topol's frustration, and that of his long-suffering crew, as they return back down the Nibbin to Topol Bay. There, they evidently discovered their earlier mistake, for we see that they passed the peninsula of Elsewhere. Eventually, they traveled along its coastline, past the shores of Valenwood, and eventually home. Usually, epic tales end with a happy ending, but this one begins with one, and the means to which it was accomplished is lost. Besides the extraordinary bird creatures of present-day Cyrodiil, we have caught glimpses of ancient orcs, perhaps, ancient cliff racers, ancient Argonians, and in this fragment, ancient Khajiit. Quite a history in a few lines of simple verse, all because a man failed to find his home and took all the wrong turns to retrace his steps back. Right. Quite a common tale with, explorers and all of that. Right. Though this one, at least from this perspective, right? This perspective doesn't ascribe Topol to be, like, quite so fucking brutal when it came to indigenous peoples in these lands that they go through, right? It could definitely be, we could definitely come to learn more, because this in and of itself, it even ascertains at the beginning that this is a little bit shaky and that they welcome and expect other scholars to challenge this. Very fascinating. I don't think I ever read this. I think this is one that I missed in the original playthrough. But yeah, true enough, this is one that I think is unique to Oblivion and doesn't appear anywhere else. Which probably for good reason, because a lot of the names here, probably a third of the names are very relevant to Oblivion, and others, I guess stuff like Old Elno Fae, but there's other places like named that unless you have a decent enough grasp on Elder Scrolls geography, you're gonna get lost as hell. Like, even I had some trouble keeping up with it. It's a little dense. It's a little fucking dense. But I think it's intended to be. Because it's not quite like a fascinating tale of fiction or non-fiction within a fictional world. It's very much meant to be like anthropological work. What a feat as well to to be the person who wrote this book and have to write in two very different styles. One in this like probably meant to be inaccurate, right? I have to wonder as well, like, are the typos here in the fragments? I assume they're deliberate, right? I assume the typos here are actually deliberate, especially in the fragmented parts, right? That were roughly translated. But yeah, it's meant to be like a translation of old Iliad writings, no? Or not even Iliads. Correct? Yeah, of the old Aldmer shit. Yeah. Wild. Huh. Even mentions of like other land masses, like Yakuta and Pandonia. Is this the book that locks into canon that those locations are there? Surely not. Surely they're referred to in like Daggerfall or something. Right? It's a lot of world building here. And also a damn shame about the lack of bird creatures. I have to wonder, is this the book that ascertains or posits the idea that Cyrodiil is tropical in nature? Hence the colorful bird creatures are like toucans or parrots, parrot people, toucan people. Like, I would believe in the Merithic era. This is like mid-Merithic, it says? Let's see. Yeah, middle Merithic era, when Topal the Pilot have sailed the seas around Tamriel. It might well be that the biomes down there change, right? Because this says, like, by sailing up the Niben. So we're talking, like, entering from Leyawiin, right? And going up the river, northward toward the Imperial City, right? And the lake around the Imperial City being Lake Rumer. That there were like tropical trees, fruit-bearing trees that their folks were, the crew of the ship were gathering up and eating as they were being chased by Khajiit. I would assume that it's both a change of borders, obviously, and just a shift in the natural, like, topology, right? The biome there, the climate change, the climate changed, right? I would assume. And it shifted, that sort of more tropical area shifted further westward toward elsewhere. Which definitely does have that. Which I think could have been more natural. So I wonder if this is the book that even posits that. Right? Because this one could go either way. Right? You could chalk it up to like retconning or something really weird and freaky, but I think it's open enough. Right? Am I mistaken in that? Yeah, as it passes sandy forested island. Huh. And this was them going, this person thinks, around eastern Morrowind. Not Vardenfell, but Morrowind itself, out by Necrom. And Great Bat Lizard not being a dragon, but a cliff racer. Which makes sense, because some fucking guy just one-shotting a cliff racer, I feel like you need to be a prisoner bound by prophecy to pull that off, right? But a cliff racer, yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Especially a primordial cliff racer. Fascinating stuff. Very fun to dig into, right? Very fun to dig into. so, like, rife with world building. And also completely unrelated to Daughter of the Niben, right? To be clear, completely unrelated. A bad call to read these back to back because they're nearly entirely unrelated. I guess, if we tie it back to, like, anthropology, like the study of people and places, right? It's all centralized around the Niben, right? One more so about Breville and the other about the Niben itself. Fascinating. Okay. Well, when next we return, more books, more main story questing. Maybe we'll finally, right, maybe I'll be able to dig up where that other book is. I feel like we went back and got it, but maybe I'm stupid as hell and we didn't. What can you do? Until next time, please take care of each other.